are going to Mexico, so let me tell you about our plans while I make my lunch. So we are doing an overnight flight, so we are leaving today from Connecticut, and we're going to overnight at DFW Airport. So our flight tonight is at 6:30 p.m. and we should get to Dallas around 9:45, I think, which is late for me because that's Central Time and I'm used to Eastern Time, and I like to go to bed at like 9:30. So where that will come in handy is in the morning. Our flight's at 7:30, so we'll sort of get like an hour extra of sleep, so that'll be good. So basically I've just been running around all day. Since 6 a.m. when I got up, I've just been like go, go, go. So now I'm just gonna kind of eat some lunch. I have laundry going, just kind of like take a second to like relax and get everything ready. I have to pick Kevin up from work. I dropped him off because he gets out of work at 3:30. And like I said, our flight's at 6:30, and I don't go off of like when the flight is, I go off of when boarding is, and boarding is at 6. We live like 40 minutes from the airport. Today's a Friday, and there definitely will be traffic getting up there. So by me picking him up, it saves about like 30 minutes or so, and his work is right by the highway. So that's what we got going on today. I just added some extra rainy day clothes because there is a storm that is like out that's been brewing. It's not gonna turn into like a hurricane or anything like that, but it will likely bring some rainy weather. And I always, tell people like don't get like freaked out about the weather because it always says that it's going to rain. The only time that you really want to like watch it is if there's a storm, and there is a storm. So I do expect that it will possibly be a little rainy. So I always bring one rainy day outfit, but when I know that it's going to be like pretty good chance of it, I threw in some other stuff. So that is pretty much what we're working with here today. I ran a couple errands this morning. I still have one more to do. I need to go to CVS on the way to pick up Kevin, and I did my nails, so I did like a kind of a deep purpley color today. So I'm gonna have a turkey sandwich and some plantain chips from Trader Joe's. And then we're going to eat on the plane. I think we both ordered chicken like entrees, I think. But that won't be till a little later. So I just took some Uncrustables out, and I'm gonna do just like Uncrustables and apple slices when we're at the airport for a snack. Normally I would stop for dinner and get something. We like to eat, there's an Italian restaurant. Oh, stop crying. Oh, stop crying. Nobody wants to hear you cry. There's an Italian restaurant that we usually will stop at on the way, but for one, we just don't have enough time. Oh, stop crying. Yeah, stop. So we're just gonna kind of do like a snack, and then, like I said, eat whatever they give us on the plane. So we are staying at Haven Riviera Cancun. I'm super excited for that. We were actually booked there in April of 2019, and I ended up switching and moving to Excellence Playa Mujeres instead. I tend to be like a pretty big resort switcher. I am known to move resorts. So I don't really remember why I did it. I mean, that was so many years ago now. I don't remember why I switched, but yeah, we're excited to check it out. Even if it's gonna be a little rainy, we're gonna live with it. So we're all packed up. We got gas. We are we're just ready to go, honestly. I mean, it's been a few months since we did a resort because I guess Atelier in July was the last one that we did. We did the cruise in August, and I'm just dying to get back out there to the resort. So I will check back in with you guys really soon. All right, I'm all ready to go. It's just about 3 o'clock. This is my airport fit. Everything that I'm wearing is getting thrown away. I'm someone I don't care what I'm wearing. I always say I'm gonna go somewhere homeless because I just totally don't care. I would rather, especially at a time when we're doing this overnight thing, I would rather take none of this with me. So I started this in 2020 around COVID when we cleaned out our whole house. I tossed a ton of stuff, I donated a ton of stuff, and then there was a lot of stuff, 2 dressers worth, that I kept. I have literally every occasion. I could go homeless or I could go totally fancy of things that I don't want any longer. So I specifically saved them for this moment in time where it's okay, I just want to go comfortable, and then I'm going to toss it. And then I'm going to have less stuff tomorrow when I get to Cancun, and then even less stuff when I come home from Cancun. So I already washed my face, did my nighttime skincare, going totally makeup free, so when we get to the resort, I could just go to bed. Not the resort, when we get to the Hilton. We're staying at, I think the Homewood Suites in DFW. So when we get there, I can just go right to bed, but I gotta go. It's 3 o'clock, I gotta go to CVS and get Kevin and get this party started. All right, I just got to Kevin's work. He should be out in 5-10 minutes. I racked my brain the whole time I was driving here. It was 15, 16-minute ride to see if I forgot anything. I do this every time. I'm always so afraid that I'm going to forget something. And I'm better now than I used to be because I try to be of the mindset where as long as I have my passport and my credit card, which I do, I always like to keep it right near me so when I'm driving to the airport I could check it 6 times. That's it. I mean, there's really nothing that I can't buy. So if I forgot something, it's not going to be the end of the world. It might be an inconvenience. I actually had a dream the other day that I forgot my AirPods and that I had to buy another pair at that. They have a vending machine in all the airports. And that would have been super annoying because I don't need new AirPods and no one in my family needs new AirPods, so I would have been annoyed, but whatever. Now, I almost did forget my AirPods because this morning they were charging on my desk and I went over for something else and I was oh my gosh, here's my AirPods. Then I am up in my living room and I'm cleaning, and so I'm putting some papers in a basket and there's my iPad. And I'm just leaving my iPad here. Now, I always watch Netflix on the plane, so I would have been pissed if I forgot my iPad. So yeah, so passport, credit card, that's really all you need. Speaking of credit card, you definitely should take a credit card with you when you travel. I hear from so many of my clients that they're just taking their debit card, or they'll ask what do you think the security deposit's gonna be? I wanna make sure I have enough money. And you should just never take your debit. Well, for one, I don't take my debit card anywhere. I don't use my debit card anytime, but internationally it's just so risky. I mean, it's a direct line to your bank account. If it gets in the wrong hands, they can just clear your bank account out, but you just want to make sure that you have enough money with you. If something happens, you want to make sure that you have the funds available to you. So for me personally, in my checking account, I don't keep that much money in it, maybe $2,000 or $3,000 at any time. So let's say there was an issue and you needed a good sum of money because you need to go to the hospital or something. You need a credit card. You need incidental money. You don't know what's going to happen. And you really should have a credit card with no foreign transaction fees so you're not paying extra. But this is just, I've just gone off on a tangent now that you probably don't care about. So Kevin should be out soon and we'll be on our way. I'm not in a rush at all. I like to get to the airport early. That's my thing. I don't want to stress out. I want to be leisurely. I don't want to be like running, sweating. Kevin has a friend. I'm going to call her Kathy Smith. That's not her name. But she gets to the airport so late. Like she literally just like gets to the airport, goes through security and waltzes on the plane. So I always say I'm going to Kathy Smith it as a joke. I could never. I literally could never. It's just not my thing. I gotta be there. I gotta see my gate. I wanna like check my passports 4 more times. I gotta just like chill out. There he is. You ready to go?
Yep. Are you?
I'm ready.
Ready. I know it's getting filmed.
Now you know. Paparazzi has started.
Paparazzi. Here we go.
Starting route to Bradley International Airport.
First. For this particular flight, we flew first class. We decided that for holidays and special occasions that we were going to treat ourselves, and I love to just live by YOLO, so you may see it more often. We started off with some Trulies and mixed nuts, and then for dinner, we both decided to go with a chicken entree, and this was actually surprisingly good. I loved the salad, and it came with shrimp that were kind of in like a chipotle sauce. They were delicious. For dessert, there was a triple chocolate mousse, which was really good, and then I did Bailey's mixed with Di Serono on the rocks, and that was super, super tasty. Great dessert drink. For my in-flight movie, I watched Payne Hustlers on Netflix, and I thought it was pretty good. And then as we were landing into DFW, there were so many houses with Christmas lights. I don't know what that was about. So if any of you live in the Dallas area, please let me know why so many houses have their Christmas lights up in the first week of November. That was just crazy to me. Kevin and I were like, what the heck is happening? All right, Homewood Suites, Irving, DFW Airport, I think is the official name. It's actually real nice. Unfortunately, we only have like just a few hours of sleep. But yeah, super cute. Hello and good morning. 3:45 alarm came really early. So from like this plane leaving today and our plane landing yesterday, it was only a 9-hour layover, which is obviously pretty short because we clearly didn't sleep for anywhere near 9 hours. I try to do like 12-hour plus layovers, but that just doesn't always happen. This flight that we're actually on, this whole leg going to DFW, was never supposed to happen. Our original flight was canceled and we had to be rebooked. So we got this nice little short layover. We grabbed an Uber this morning, couldn't capture that. It was kind of like a whirlwind. So our hotel, the shuttle didn't start until 7 a.m. So we took an Uber and it originally said that it was going to be 7 minutes away. And then all of a sudden it was 1 minute away. And it was just like, we were like running out the door. TSA pre-check was not open yet because I think it opens at 5 and we got here a little before that. And now we're just waiting to go in the lounge and get this party started. We're excited. You excited?
Yeah, I am.
We're excited. On our third gate change.
Please do not block the doors. Allow people to exit. Board here for all C and D gates.
So since we were flying first class, we were able to go into the Admiral's Lounge and relax there. This was a pretty good experience. We have had better lounge experiences than DFW offered, but of course it is free, so it was nice. There were a variety of coffees and fruit, bagels. That was pretty much it. There was no hot offerings here.
Latte also, a bagel, some fruit.
Copy me.
Copy. Here we go.
Did you get held up with security there?
I'm gonna go through. Like it when it scan me.
You want to scan your face?
Yeah, they didn't want me to go. I guess.
We took a break from mimosas to have a liquid IV to rehydrate. And contrary to popular belief, I really do not drink a lot. However, if you will ever find a time when I am drinking a bunch, it's going to be my arrival day into vacation, because to me, that's just the best day. You're in such a good mood and you're just having so much fun. For breakfast, Kevin went with an omelet and potatoes, and I went with the charcuterie platter, and both were really good. And just as we expected, there was rain as we landed into Cancun, but overall we had a really good flight. And as we got into the Cancun airport, immigration was not too busy. However, the e-gates had quite the line, so we ended up just going right into the regular standard line, and we only had maybe a 5-minute wait or so. So from the time that we got off the plane to getting into our shuttle was maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And if anyone is not familiar with Cancun Airport,
This is the section that you just want to keep walking through. If you already have your transfer all scheduled, just keep going outside because the people in the hallway are going to try to get you to stop, and then as soon as you get outside, you're going to be bombarded with people trying to offer you taxis and rides. And if you already have your transfer scheduled, just keep on going until you see the sign of the company that you are looking for. Also, stop and get a margarita if you're so inclined. They will be expensive, but they are delicious.
All right, we just landed in Cancun. It is rainy, but it is hot and humid. We are waiting for Calito, and we'll be to the resort, and we will start the day one videos soon. So come back to see our full daily vlogs. Thank you so much for watching.
Enjoy them, guys.